although I'm starting to kind of lose track of my days. Anybody else? Oh my goodness. Yesterday, I had to think really hard every time Eleanor asked me what day it was, as if the days have any significance anymore. But hi, happy Friday. We are going to do the entirety of the workout down on the floor today. So if you need a mat or a blanket or a comfy space, before we get started, I want you to take a deep breath. Just do it with me. And exhale it out. I've been really trying to practice mindfulness. And one way to practice mindfulness is to just literally be in the room that you're in. I hear the humming of the furnace. I see the wall. I see the painting on the wall. I hear my breath. Super cheesy, right? But it helps bring me peace when I'm feeling overwhelmed. And I've been trying to share those techniques with my family. So anyway, we're here. It's Friday. Take a second to really center yourself into this space, even if you get interrupted, even if you got your kids' TV show blaring in the background. This time is about you, okay? Are we committing to this idea? We're going to practice some mindfulness in our movement today. Because we're down on the mat, that doesn't mean it's going to be less intense. We're going to mindfully intensify that work, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Give yourself some space on your mat. Let's sit up tall. You do with whatever you need to with your legs to feel comfortable here. Let's begin with a big reach up. Inhale. And exhale, tap your fingers down to the mat. Walk those fingertips back behind you. Open up that chest. Inhale. And exhale, let's start to rock it from side to side. So finding length through that side body, rolling your shoulders down your back, and really appreciating that you're one, well enough to do this. Two, that your schedule allows you at 9 o'clock on a Friday to sit down and do something that is good for your mind and good for your body. Let's do 4 more. And here's 3. Give me 2. And 1, all the way back to top. 1 more big reach up. Inhale and exhale out. Lengthen those legs in front of you. We're going to start by zipping those abdominals and floating those ribs up out of that pelvis. Reach up, inhale, exhale, forward fold, and use your abdominals to scoop yourself back up through center. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, feeling that stretch in those legs, warming up your core, activating that upper body, and rolling yourself on up. We inhale, exhale, arch forward, good. And now let's reverse that. So scoop those abdominals in and flatten that back as you come up. This is supposed to be warming up your core. We're connecting our breath to our movement. Scoop forward and up. Good. So as you scoop forward, I want you drawing that belly button up against your spine. This is a core activating movement. Good. Let's do 4 more. Scoop. Reach flat back. Give me 3 more. Scoop. Exhale to come back up. Give me 2 more. Scoop. Come back up. I hope you turn some music on and you are present in this space. All right, fingertips down. From here, I want you to glue your legs together. Heels together, knees together, inner thighs glued together. Fingertips at your side. Pull those knees up and press them out. If this doesn't feel hard, you need more activation. So right now I'm pressing my knees together so firmly, I could hold a penny there. I could hold a pin there. Good, keep going. I see that one of my feeds might be having a problem, so you keep going here if you're on YouTube, Instagram. Sorry, hang in there with me. Okay. All right, I'm back. Keep going. Okay, we're good. We're squeezing those inner thighs together. We're extending out long. Let's do 3 more. And extend. As you pull those knees up, pull that belly button up against your spine. And last one here. And extend. And look, you are in the perfect position for us to begin with some thigh work. So pull in your left knee, extend your right leg long. Sit up tall. We're not hunching, we're not collapsing into that knee. We're practicing the posture we want for our real life. Roll the shoulders down your back. Lift up through that chest. Now I want you to lengthen your right leg. Lengthen it, squeeze your quad, point your toe like you're trying to reach me with your big toe. Sit up tall. And now we lift that leg off the ground. Lift, lower, I know. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Good. Exhale as you lift. You've got 4. You've got 3. We're going to hold it high impulse in 2. You've got this. Now hold it high, little pulses. 8, 7, 6. Then we flex the foot. 4, 3, 2. Now flex that foot. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. If you need to bring that leg down to the ground, do it, but come right back up. That's how we build fatigue. 4 more here. Here's 3 more. We're still hovering at the ground. 2. Now hold that flex and tiny bend. Press it out. So you're basically just releasing the tension in the quad as you bend and then squeezing it right back in as you lengthen that leg. You've got 4. You've got 3. One remove and a hold. Come on, give me 2. Now lengthen that leg. Point that toe pulse for 8. 7, 6, and you hold it. Come on, 4, in 3, in 2. Hold it here. Don't move. Don't move for 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Such small moves, but the repetition and the isolation burns that muscle out. So pull in that right leg. Extend your left. Same thing. Sit tall. We're not collapsing into that knee. We're holding it as something to brace against while we maintain our amazing posture. Lengthen that leg, point your toe, clinch into that quad. Feel that muscle engage before we add movement. Now, here we go. Let's lift. Bring it down. Lift. Bring it down. Bring it down. Exhale as you lift. Every time, go 4 more here. Here's 3 more here. Give me 2 more. Now, hold it at the top and pulse for 8, 7. Lift up through that pelvic floor. Do 4, 3. Now, flex that foot. We open and close. Here we go. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Feel that burn spread in that quad. 4 more here. Sit up tall. 3 more here. Use your breath. Me 2. Now hold it high. Point that toe in. Pulse for 8, 7, 6. You got this now. Go 4 and a hold. 3 and a hold. 2. Sit here tall. You can do hard things. You can be uncomfortable for 4, 3, 2. Lower it down. So good. Okay, we're gonna come into the similar movement for our inner thigh now. We did this earlier this week, but it doesn't really get easier, so we're gonna do it again. This time, instead of that leg being long, I want you to let that leg kind of flop open. So the inside of your foot is pointing to the ceiling, inside of your knee is pointing to the ceiling. Now flex that foot. Articulate the flex. It's important because it changes how we engage our muscles. Focus now on your inner thigh, the inside of that leg. Sit up tall, hug that left knee, and now we lift it up. Here we go. We lift and lower, lift and lower. Really flex that foot. Get that leg off the mat. I know this is probably taxing your hip flexors a little bit. That's okay. We'll stretch them out later today at 4. If you join me for core and restore at 4 o'clock. 4. Here's 3. Give me 2. Now hold it here, a tiny little press. Press it out and bend it. Press it out and bend it. Press it out and bend it. Press it out and bend. 4 more. 4 more. Then there's 3 more. Come on. Give me 2. Now hold it here. Hold, hold, hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Pull it in. Extend that left leg. Let it kind of flop open. Inside of your foot and your knee, point to the ceiling, flex that foot, articulate flex, sit up tall, let's lift it and lower, let's lift it up and lower, lift it up and lower. Yeah, it's kind of awkward, but I'm asking you to put your mind into that muscle right now. Push your mind into that inner thigh. Let's lift and lower. 4, 4. For 3, you're gonna hold it high and press in 2. Are you ready? Now hold it high, press it out. Here we go, press it out, pull it in, press it out, pull it in, press it out, pull it in. Inside of that knee, still facing the ceiling. 4 more and you hold it. 3 more and you hold it. Give me 2. Now hold it here. Hold it, hold it, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Let's pull those heels together and let those knees open up to the side so we can get a little bit of relief in those inner thighs and our hips. Sit up tall, press those heels together, breathe, and then zip those abdominals in, flatten out your back as you hinge from the waist and shoot energy forward through the crown of your head. How are those thighs feeling? We're going to continue working them as we come down to your mat. Let's go ahead and lay down on your right side or your left. It doesn't really matter because we're going to even it out. But as you come down to your side, you have to draw those abdominals in. I want you to stack your hips and find a little balance there. To find balance, you got to lock that core in tight. Follow me with our top leg. We're going to now be on a timer instead of repetitions. We're going to be here for 1 minute. Pull that toe up, flick, and lower down. Pull that toe up, flick, and lower down. So control here is your friend. We're not rushing through this movement. As we drag that toe in, we're engaging that inner thigh. As we flick that toe up, we're working through our hip, our glute med. And as we really lengthen and extend that leg and point our toe, we're getting our quad, our hamstrings. But that's not going to happen on its own. We have to be mindful about each component. Remember, we're practicing mindfulness in our movement today. That means we're thinking about our muscles. We're thinking about our breath. We're thinking about the space we're in, the opportunity that we have right now to do something great for our health. Breathe through it. Breath is one of your most valuable tools in work like this. Pull it in, flick, and lower down. How are we doing on time here? Come on, watch. You've got about 10 seconds. Keep it going. And then guess what we're going to do? We're just going to reverse this movement for a full minute. What? I know, but it's so dynamic. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Let's do 1 more. And now we got to start in. Push it out, lift, lower down. Push it out, lift, lower down. So you should be feeling this in your hips. You should be feeling this in your glutes. Dynamic movement. But we can do hard things. We can focus. We can stay present even when the rest of the world seems like it's spinning out of control. Lift up, point, push down. Lift up, push, point down. Belly is drawn in, breath connected with movement. We are here. We are grateful of simply just being able to be here and do something for ourselves today. Good. How much longer we got? How much longer we've got? We've got about 15 seconds on this side. 15 seconds. Well, we're going to be on this side longer. 15 seconds until you get a little break. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. I want you to take your lower leg and bend it. That's going to give you a little more support. Your legs or your top leg is still extended and your hips are stacked, so we're not rocking front or back. Your knees are on top of each other. Your top leg is still very active, leg long, toe pointed. Let's just lift it up. Lift, bring it down. Lift, bring it down. Same thing. You are here for 1 minute. Control and lift. If your toe can't tap all the way down to the ground, that's okay. That's more of a flexibility thing, but you're going to continue to build that fatigue. This should feel very intense now in your hip, your outer thigh. Breathe, draw those abdominals in. Now remember, the intensity only lasts as long as you're moving. As soon as you stop, it's gone. So build it right now. Build it right now. Be uncomfortable right now, knowing that it will be over as soon as we stop. You can be uncomfortable for short periods of time. You can do hard things if it gets you to where you want to go. You have 20 seconds now. I know, I feel it too. I feel the fatigue in my outer thigh. I feel it like crazy in my hip and my glutes. I'm keeping my leg long. I'm keeping my toe pointed. I'm not letting my hips rock from front to back. I'm locking my core in tighter. We have 5. We have 4. You have 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. That was crazy. Push yourself up. No, stay where you are. Stay where you are. Just kidding. I want to get our inner thigh before we move on. Top leg comes up and over. Lengthen your lower leg now. So this one's getting a little bit of stretch through the hip. Lucky us. Lengthen that lower leg. Point your toe. Articulate that point. Really feel the length in your leg. Lock those abdominals in. Let's lift and lower. Lift and lower. On the clock. Lift. Lower. You're moving at your own pace. You're keeping your breath connected to your movement. You're focusing so much on the inner thigh. There's not space in your mind for anything that might be weighing on you right now. Lift and lower. Inner thigh, toes pointed. Keep that fatigue building. Keep it building. You lengthen that leg. You point that toe all in that inner thigh. Lift, lower. Beautiful. Find the beauty in your movement. Even if you feel like you're struggling, even if this feels awkward today, even if you're sore, even if you're crabby, find something positive. Find that silver lining. It's hard. I have to remind myself to do it all the time lately. Lift and lower. Come on, watch. What are we doing here? You've got 8. You've got 7, and we're not bringing it down in 6. We're going to hold it high and pulse for 30 seconds. In 4 more, you can do this. 3 more. Find the control. In 2. Now hold it at the top. Little pulses. Little lift. Little lift. Build that fatigue. Right now, build that fatigue. You can do it. Make that leg shake. We're trying to get past that burn. We're trying to get that muscle so fatigued that it starts shaking out of control. Little lift. Little lift. Little lift. 15 seconds now. Point that toe. Lengthen that leg. Zip that core in tighter. You've got 8, 7, 6. You know I'm going to make you hold it in. 4, 3. Now hold it high. Lift this arm up just to take a little bit less stability into your movement. 4, 3, 2. Now you can lower it down. All right. Push yourself up and over. We're going to do that exact same thing on the other side. You know what's coming now. You know what to expect. I tell you that not so you pull back, but so you bring even more intensity to side 2. Okay. Set yourself up. You're going to find your stability on your hip. Maybe rock around. Find your space here. Zip those abdominals in tight. We drag that toe in for 1 minute. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Drag it in. Flick it up. Drag it in. Flick it up. Okay. So connect right now to your breath. Get realigned on this side. Zip those abdominals in. Even though we're laying down on our side, we're still working on our posture. So there's never a time when we're not trying to keep that core locked and tight. When we're not trying to maintain that length, floating that rib cage out of our pelvis, rolling our shoulders down our back. What we're working right now are the muscles in our entire body as we stabilize on our side. We find balance in our hip. Beautiful. Are we starting to build some fatigue in that outer thigh, your hip, your glutes? Yes. How are we doing on time? All right. You have 15 seconds and then we reverse. Keep that leg under control. No flicking your leg. No getting sloppy. Not today. Not on your time. You've got 4, 3, 2. Now push it out. Push it out. Bring it out. Oh, that feels so much more intense. And here's the secret. Side 2 is always harder. Why? We just fatigued our supporting side, right? So even though we're laying down on our side, even though our lower side isn't doing anything, it's still supporting us and it's fatigued. Breathe through it. We're getting our glutes, our hips, our thighs. You are strong and you can do hard things. How's that time? How's that clock? All right, you have 30 seconds left here. 30 seconds. Then 2 more moves. Ooh, I see my movements getting smaller and getting sloppy. I got to slow things down. Make sure I get it right. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, finish strong. Don't quit yet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen it out. Now we're going to curl that lower leg for a little more support here, but my knees and my hips are still stacked. Zip those abdominals in, float that rib cage up, sit up tall, and now we lift and lower that leg. Let's lift it up, bring it down. Remember, you don't have to tap that toe down to the ground. In fact, that might even be better because that tap is a momentary break. So if you want to continue to really build fatigue here, you hover that toe and then you bring it up. You hover that toe and then you bring it up. You're being conscious of your abdominal engagement. And even though this may be getting hard, you're going to keep your form on point. Even though that leg might not come up as high, you're going to keep moving, right? Right? Yes. The strength is revealed. Our strength is revealed when we struggle. So if we're not struggling, if a little bit, if it doesn't feel hard, if we're not uncomfortable, then we're not going to get any stronger. 20 seconds now. Lift and lower. Point that toe. Breathe through it. You can do hard things. You're almost there. Last 10, 9. I feel it too. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Okay, give yourself that stretch. Bring that leg up and over. Lengthen that lower leg now. Shift your focus into your inner thigh. Point that toe. Articulate that point. Pretend like you're wearing ballerina shoes. We lift and lower. Here we go. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Okay, we're on the clock. We're here for 1 minute. I know you already had a few seconds going in there. That's okay. Breathe. Connect your breath now to this movement. Constant state of work. So don't let that inner thigh release at the bottom. Before it actually touches the mat, you bring it right back up. You keep that fatigue building over and over again. You're only here for a minute. That fatigue, that discomfort is only here as long as you keep on moving, as long as you keep building that fatigue. So get comfortable with this discomfort, knowing it's going to get you closer to whatever your goal is right now. Maybe that's just a mental break. Maybe it's getting stronger. Maybe you're working on your fitness goals, whatever it is. This discomfort will get you closer. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Remember, we're holding it high and pulsing in 3, 2, 1. Hold it high, little pulse. Little pulse, you're here for 30 seconds. Now, come on. Lengthen that leg, point your toe, make your leg as long as it possibly can be. Now get it up 1 more inch. All in the inner thigh. Focus on the inner thigh, inner thigh, inner thigh. Coronavirus does not exist while you are focusing this hard on your inner thigh. So pull that belly in even more. Focus on the inner thigh. Breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold it. Arm up. Take some stability out of it. Hold it, hold it, hold it for 4, 3, 2, and lower down. All right, push yourself up. Bring your heels together. Give yourself a stretch. Heels together, knees wide. Sit up tall. Press those heels together as you hinge from the waist, keeping that back flat and shooting energy off the crown of your head. Oh, so good. Okay, I'm going to say that we got those thighs, our hips, and our glutes pretty well, right? Yes? Okay, let's transition now into some core work. So lay down onto your side again. Or no, wait, before we do that, I want you to come onto your knees. Here's a little transition move. Come onto your knees. Come up high into those knees. Arms come out to the side. This is a stretch and some work at the same time. So I want you to squeeze down, stretch, and pull yourself back up. Squeeze down, stretch, and pull yourself back up. Side to side. It is a stretch, but then you have to engage the opposite. You have to engage the top side to pull yourself back up, right? So feel these muscles pull you. Good, side to side. And now if you want to give yourself a little bit more, you can start reaching one hand over your head as you reach down to the ground. So it's such a great way to activate that side body. But you feel the intensity, right? You can feel that heart rate quicken as you reach it up and over. Reach it up and over. You've got 4. You've got 3. Give me 2. And last one here. Whew, that got intense. Breathe. Now we come down onto our side. We're going to begin with our toes, our legs together, and our toes at the front corner of our mat. So we're making that banana shape again. And then we're laying down on our arms. So you figure out where this is going to be the most comfortable for you so you can brace with this arm. Other arm comes up on top, and now we're going to lift up to our legs. If that's too intense, you lift up to one leg, but we lift up, pause, and lower down. It's okay to use that lower arm to brace yourself. Lift up, pause, lower down. These are hard. We're only here for 4 more. You've got 4 more. Bring it down. 3 more. Bring it down. Give me 2 more. Bring it down. Now we're all going to do just one leg. So no matter where you were, we connect elbow to knee and lengthen. Elbow to knee and lengthen. Elbow to knee and lengthen. Good. Just 4 more. You've got this. Come on. 4 more. And here's 3 more. Give me 2. And last one, lower it down. Roll onto your stomach. Push yourself up into a plank. We'll get the other side. But first, roll your shoulders down your back. Align your wrist with those shoulders. Squeeze in through your glutes. Lift those quads up off your knees. Drive back through those heels. You hold for 4, 3, 2, knees. And roll it over to the other side. Just a little plank to get those muscles a little more fatigued. Okay, place this arm wherever you need to brace yourself. Glue your legs together, pike them to the front corner of your mat so you look like a little banana. Arm up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down. These are hard, I know. Lower down, lift up, exhale, breathe. You've got 4 more. You've got 3. We go to the knee. In 2. Now last one here, knee to elbow. Pull it in and lengthen. In and lengthen. One side might feel a little more natural than the other. That's okay. You've got 4 more here. Now it's 3 more. Give me 2. And lower it down. Roll it over. You know it's coming. Align those hands under your shoulders. Come onto your knees or press all the way up into a plank. Roll those shoulders down your back. Lengthen. You are one long, strong mass of muscle. You might not feel like it. You might feel shaky right now. That's okay. Our strength is revealed when we struggle. Press. Lift up through that pelvic floor. Drive back to those heels for 4, 3, 2, knees. Press it back. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. You look down at the mat. You let your forehead rest on the mat. You walk your fingertips out. I'm just looking at you. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself on up. Swing those legs around. Scoot yourself until you are centered in your place. Fingertips out to help you recline down to that mat. Now before we get going, let's get our form right. Press your heels into the ground. Heels all the way through your toes. Take your pelvis, give yourself a little pelvic tilt, locking in your lower abdominals, keeping this back flat to the mat. So these muscles are already locked in tight. I can feel the contraction here. They're working. I'm gonna bring my elbows wide without releasing this, keeping my neck long, my gaze up, my elbows wide. Press through your feet, zip those abdominals up, pull your rib cage in, and now we lift for 2 and lower. We have to exhale as we lift. That's the best way to contract and to get through all this work. I just asked you to engage everything in that torso, right? We've got that tilted pelvis. We have our abdominals zipped in all the way up. Your lower back is working. Our upper body is lifting us up. This is dynamic. We'd be kidding ourselves if we didn't acknowledge how much intensity there was in this small movement. So you have to exhale. Lower, bring it down. Lower, bring it down. Hear the air coming out of your mouth. No one's with you. No one can hear you. You make the noise. Lower, down, lift up, glue that back into the mat. Lift it up. Up. Repetition is our friend here. We're building that fatigue. We're staying mindful of our movement, mindful of our breath. Go 4 more here. Bring it down. Give me 3 more here. Bring it down. Give me 2 more here. Bring it down. Now, last one, hold it at the top. Little pulses up. Here we go. Lift it up. Lift it up. So this isn't a curl forward towards your knees. I want you to pretend like there's a string attached to your chest that goes straight up to the ceiling, and I'm just yanking on that string, bringing your chest up closer and closer. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now hold it high. Bring your left toes up up towards the ceiling. Press down through your right heel to ground yourself. Keep pulsing up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now hold it high. Grab behind that leg. Pull up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Hands together. Reach up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now hold it high. Hold it here. Bring those toes down. Extend your right. Elbows wide. 8 pulses up right here. Here we go. Go 8. Go 7. Go 6 and 5. You got 4, 3, 2, and hold it high. Grab behind the leg. Pull for 8, 7. You're pulling up, not in. Go 4, 3, 2. Now hands together. Go up. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Reach up 1 more inch. Both toes up. Reach up 1 more inch for 4, 3, 2. Hug your knees. Great job. Whew. All right. While we're here, rock yourself up. We're going to transition into our upper body work right from where we are. Place your hands behind you. Fingers pointing towards your heels. Fingers pointing towards your heels. Now you can keep your hips here, or you can pop them up. There's a lot of flexibility challenges right here. So if your chest, your shoulders are feeling too tight, stay down here. Your range of motion is going to be smaller. I'm pretty tight in my upper body right now, so my range of motion is going to be limited, and I can't really get my hips up higher than this. This is not about our hips though. My hips are not going to move. The movement comes solely from my elbow. It's the only thing that's moving. My elbow lowers me and presses me up. Bend, press. So what are we working here? Triceps. This helps us keep that narrow stance, which isolates that tricep muscle. Running on the back of our arm. I'm not lifting my hips up and down. It's not about our hips right now. Keep your hips where you are and just bend and press it out. Bend and press. Small move, big intensity, right? Now your gaze should be up at the ceiling, keeping that neck nice and long. Down and up, down and up. Go for 8. Press it up. 7. Then we hold the bend in 6. Keep those elbows narrow. Press into those palms. Now it's 4 more here. Here's 3 more. Give me 2. Now tiny bend right here, pulse it down for 8, 7, 6, not in your hips, those elbows, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, hold for 3, 2, 1, good Lord, down. All right, we've got weightless movement coming at you. If you'd like to pick up some light weights or some cans or some kind of household item, I don't know, some bottles of wine if you're feeling strong today, go for it. Sit comfortably, whatever that means for you with your legs. This is comfortable for me. Your workout, your body, your choice. Okay, roll those shoulders down and back. I'm having streaming issues with my Instagram. Sorry, YouTube. Keep going. All right. So we're sitting tall. Our posture is zipped in tight. We're doing what we need to with our legs. Extend those arms and make a fist. Squeeze your fist. Squeeze so hard. Sit up taller. Now do a giant shoulder roll back to open up your chest and to squeeze those shoulder blades, activating your upper back, okay? So right now, I gave you a pencil to hold between your shoulder blades and you're not gonna let it drop the entire time. Ready? All right, from here, we roll it back, roll back, roll back, roll back. So it's not just a fun dance move. We've done this one before. This is a way for you to really work through your shoulders and your upper back. Again, if you're holding light weights, this is gonna be way more intense, but we don't need the weights. We can use repetition. We can use gravity. We can use mindfulness, that mind-body connection. You have 8, you have 7, you have 6. It's Friday. Turn up the jams. Come on. You've got 4 more. You've got 3 more. Here's 2. Now hold it long. Keep those fists right there. Just squeeze. Just sit up tall. Gravity alone is going to build that fatigue for us. We don't even need to move. We can just hold our arms right here and we will get a crazy burn. But let's make it a little more interesting, shall we? Flip those knuckles up towards the ceiling. Pretend like you're holding a weight. We're going to come into a bicep curl, coming into 90 degrees and right back up. Curled into 90. Extend and squeeze your triceps. Curled into 90. Extend and squeeze your triceps. I'd be curious to know if anyone is holding a weight. And if so, how heavy is that weight? Man, because I can feel it without anything. Bring it in. In and extend. Put your mind in that bicep. In and extend. You've got this now. Come on. Mind and muscle. Your mind is not in your stress. Your mind is not in your anxiety of what's going on right now. It is right here. Breathe. Yesterday, if you stuck around with me on Instagram, I read some of the coping mechanisms on this worksheet my therapist gave me to help manage anxiety. And they were just a bunch of lines that you can repeat to yourself to kind of reprogram your brain when you feel yourself spiraling. And my favorite one was, this situation may suck, but it will not last forever, right? It's true. This situation totally sucks in lots of ways, but it's not going to last forever. Let's pick it up, bring it in and out, in and out. And even though it's really hard, and even though as an extrovert, this is really, really, really tough on me, and even though I don't get to see your faces and teach my classes and feel fulfilled, there are some really good silver linings. My child is so happy being at home with both of her parents. I am getting to things in the house that I never in a million years would have made time for. I'm spending time with you doing something new right here. So there is always a silver lining. We just have to find it. This situation may suck, but it will not last forever. Go 4. Go 3. We feel those biceps yet? 2. Now hold it here. Turn your palms, your knuckles to face me, still squeezing into those fists. Little punches up. Punch, punch, punch. Put some power in that punch. Punch the ceiling right now. Come on. You have 8, 7, 6. We bring those forearms together. And 4, 3. Now tap your forearms in. Open up. We tap, open up. We tap, open up. We tap, open up. Squeeze into that chest right now. Come on. Squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Connect your breath to the movement. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Now back out to the side. Go down. It's down. Right back up. down, right back up. Here's just a transitionary move. 4 more here. You've got 4 more. You've got 3 more. You've got 2. Now shoot those arms out long, pinkies up. Roll those shoulders down and back. Lift, lift. Remember, same thing I said before. The intensity is only there as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep those arms up. You stop and shake it out, it's gone. All that work you've done is gone. Hang in there with me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, thumbs down, then we flip. Bring it down for 2, flip for 2. Down for 2, flip and lift those thumbs back up. Bring it down for 2 and lift for 2. Down for 2, now let's pick it up. Bring it down, flip and lift. Down, flip and lift. Down, flip and lift. Good. Feel those shoulders. Feel those lats and choose to activate through the triceps and your biceps. Can you tell that I'm used to speaking to 140 beats per minute? Go 4 more. Here's 3 more. Give me 2. Now hold it here. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Squeeze your biceps. Do it right now. Put your mind into that. Absorb yourself into your biceps. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 4, 3, 2, and shake it out. So good. All right, Friday workout is over. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be posting a new schedule for next week. We will still have some strength and sweat workouts as well as some core and restorative workouts. All right, thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of you for giving me that connection and allowing me to still get my instruction personality out there in some way. All right, thank you YouTube for joining. Gonna go ahead and end. Thank you Instagram. Happy